Hey guys, it's Ryan with Big Dog Investing. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. If you guys can do a couple of things for me, if you guys can go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you guys have not done so already. Click the bell notification down below so YouTube can send you guys notifications whenever I release videos. Watch my videos all the way to the end. And if you guys could share my videos, share my channel with anyone. I'm trying to grow my channel as much as I can, and I definitely need your guys' help in doing so. Getting started with a daily market update. Today's going to be Friday, January 27th. The total market cap for all cryptocurrency is going to be $1,058,000,000. This is a 1.21% increase on the day. Bitcoin right now is currently trading at $23,095. Ethereum is trading at $1,601. And XRP is trading at 41.42 cents. So overall, it was a green day for cryptocurrency. Getting into our crypto bubbles, the biggest gainers on the day. Gal is going to be up 26.2%. TWT is going to be up 15.8%. And then AVAX is going to be up 14.7%. We have a few reds on the day today, not by much, but APT was going to be down, in my opinion, just because they had a nice run up for the week. They basically were up a little over 100% on the week. So I definitely saw people taking their profits. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. You guys do what you guys want with your guys' own money. Take your guys' own profits if you guys want to. Long-term hold if you guys want to. But do your guys' research on coins and figure out which projects you guys want to invest in. Gary Gensler, he's the head of the SEC. He ended up coming out with a video where he did a discussion with the commissioner, Caroline Crenshaw, in the U.S. Army, and he basically talked about what are the risks for investing in crypto. I thought this was really funny for him to come out with a video for because, in my opinion, he's probably the biggest risk for the crypto industry. That he's not come up with any clear regulations for cryptocurrency, so there's no regulatory clarity in the market for these cryptocurrency companies to make their coins and distribute the coins and sell their tokens as they please. A lot of these companies want clearer guidelines so that they can basically follow the law and basically not just get hit with fraudulent lawsuits like Ripple did. And that lawsuit's been going on for 2 years now, and they've still been asking for regulatory clarity. And in that little over 2 year time period, Gary Gensler is still just sitting on his hands doing nothing. So it's just really just hilarious. I'm going to post this video, and I'm going to post all the articles and stuff in the comments for you guys to do a deeper dive into. Getting into our Watcher Guru news. He ended up posting and said that there was a bill to establish Bitcoin and crypto as a form of payment in state agencies has been introduced in the New York State Senate. Um, in my opinion, I think this is really cool. Arizona did this yesterday, and Texas followed. There's an article shows right here that they started this, but this article broke a little earlier this week. So if the federal government and the SEC is not going to come up with clear guidelines and laws, states are going to go ahead and do it without them. And I think that this is really great for the cryptocurrency if states end up doing something about it. Jim Cramer ended up saying Bitcoin is being manipulated higher and he wouldn't touch it. In my opinion, I wouldn't listen to Jim Cramer. He's wrong about a lot of things. He came out and said that Bitcoin was still going to go down as a fraud. He wouldn't touch it. And then the next week it was up 35%. I do believe, though, it could be manipulated higher. I posted a video yesterday that I found on Twitter about the top 5 biggest frauds in the United States, where basically money was stolen. And the biggest one was naked shorting. So if you guys want to watch that video, I think it was really important and shows you guys the downside of investing and what could possibly transpire in the markets. Um, this one was kind of interesting, in my opinion. The Biden administration says it would be a mistake to deepen ties between crypto and the broader financial markets. Um, I posted this article, so he's gonna be able to come out with establish a cryptocurrency legal framework in the coming months. He's being pressured by House Republicans right now to come up and deal with something related to cryptocurrency law because nothing's been done. So in my opinion, this is kind of good news. So it says right here that the statement notes that the aforementioned framework identifies clear risks addressing unnamed crypto companies that ignore applicable financial regulations and basic risk controls, according to the White House. Furthermore, the framework will address crypto security questions as well as cryptocurrency platforms that mislead consumers, have conflicts of interest, fail to make adequate disclosures, or commit outright fraud. And this is a little too late. Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of FTX, we're going to talk about him in a second, but basically donated money to the Democratic campaign in this last election. Him and his mother did. So wasn't any of this investigated sooner? Why weren't laws put in place? Why did $8 billion have to get destroyed in the markets and stolen for finally something to take place? I thought this was really interesting because the Biden administration has been coming out and saying that we're not going to be in a recession. Our markets are doing well for the last 2 years since he's been president. But the Treasury Secretary, basically Janet Yellen, came out today and said that the U.S. economy is at risk of a recession. So finally, someone has their head on right. But why does it take 2 years for this to come out? In my opinion, this is again too little, too late. We could have done things in advance to try to go ahead and correct this. U.S. government launches investigation into Elon Musk over Tesla and self-driving claims. So that's going to be interesting. This could affect the stock market price. So invest in Tesla at your guys' own risk. And the last thing that we're going to go over for Watcher Guru news is Sam Bankman-Fried is attempting to influence witnesses through encrypted messages, prosecutors say. So Sam Bankman-Fried, he's being investigated right now. He was arrested and charged with defrauding investors in the FTX collapse. But right now, anyone that probably worked with him was considered a witness to his crimes, and he's trying to influence them by basically probably promising them a bunch of money. I can't really comment any further than that because it's all speculation right now until more news comes out on this. This was just reported about 4 hours ago. There was some big news that came out, finally hit the mainstream media. I saw it late last night and I didn't want to talk about it in my video yesterday due to the fact that I wasn't 100% sure if it was accurate yet, so I waited. But Sean Hannity, mainstream media, started to post about this, and I know people say like Project Veritas, it's a fraud, it's a conspiracy right-wing group, but at some point there has to be some truth to some things. So I think it's important to talk about this, and especially if the mainstream media is finally coming out. But bombshell, Project Veritas catches Pfizer exec talking about mutating COVID to make new vaccines. So I'm going to be able to post all of this so then you guys can watch these videos. But this guy, Jordan Walker, he's an exec at Pfizer and he's in their research department. And he basically came out while he was on a date with another guy. Basically talking about how they're manipulating the variants and vaccines. So basically they can give these vaccines to the world, not just the United States citizens, but the world. Basically, Pfizer is just running a huge money scheme right now with their vaccines. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of this. It kind of blows my mind that this was not reported earlier today. I know it came out last night, so like not a lot of people saw this. But it kind of blows my mind. And he was confronted in another video at a restaurant. So this one was the date that he was on, and he talks about it. The guy has a hidden camera, and basically in this one he's confronted about it, and he says, basically, yeah, I was lying. I was on a date with a guy trying to impress him. Everyone lies when they're on dates. In my opinion, that's not something you lie about. You don't lie about trying to harm the American public or even the world. So this is going to be interesting and see what happens. Basically, let's see what happens to this guy. Let's see if he ends up staying at Pfizer or if he gets fired. But since the mainstream media started to publish it, I wanted to share it with you guys. But I would highly recommend watching both videos. I watched both and they were very well informative and kind of crazy to think about what people actually do on the sidelines that you guys don't actually see. So good on Project Veritas for finally coming out and showing something. This guy, Mark Dice, ends up reacting to the video, and he has some pretty funny lines in it. So I'm going to go ahead and post that for you guys to get a little comedy in there. And the last bit of news that I'm going to comment on and share with you guys, Ripple came out and said that they ended up coming up with a new president. So starting the new year off on a high note, we're excited to share that longtime Ripple and GM Monica Long is now president. So I'm going to go ahead and post this. And Brad Garlinghouse ended up commenting on this and says, that's a lot. There's a lot that I could say about the highly singularly impactful Monica Long has been to Ripple's growth. For now, I'll just leave you with she is brilliant, strategic, and has the ability to pick up and learn skills like no one I've ever seen before. Congrats, Monica. So I'm kind of glad, Monica. Congratulations on your promotion. This is great news. And if you guys are investors in Ripple or their XRP token, I think this is really great news. That we're going to end it here, guys. If you guys can invest with a big dog, stay on the porch. Have a good one.